Joe Manchin has become the new Mitch McConnell. Mitch McConnell, during Obama's presidency, said he would do everything in his power to stop Obama. He's also repeated that now during the Biden presidency by saying he would do everything in his power to stop President Biden. And now Joe Manchin is doing everything in his power to stop democracy and to stop our work for the people, the work that the people sent us here to do.
Yes, folks, that was New York Congressman Jamaal Bowman, who called the fellow Democrat Senator Joe Manchin, the conservative Democrat from West Virginia, I quote, the new Mitch McConnell, and said that Joe Manchin is working to thwart, to stand in the way of President Biden's agenda. Welcome to this episode of Ignition Time, everyone. My name is Dr. Nitin Chhoda. Welcome to our channel. This channel, the Ignition Time channel, is about the country, the economy, as well as our money. You'll see this headline on your screen from CNN. Democrat calls Manchin the new Mitch McConnell and says he's working to thwart, to stand in the way of President Biden's agenda. In fact, here's a direct quote from the congressman, and he spoke with CNN's John Berman. He said this: Joe Manchin has become the new Mitch McConnell. Mitch McConnell, during Obama's presidency, said he would do everything in his power to stop the then President Barack Obama. He's also repeated that now during the Biden presidency by saying he would do everything in his power to stop President Biden. And now Joe Manchin is doing everything in his power to stop democracy and to stop our work for the people, the work that the people sent us here to do. Pretty significant comments from the New York Congressman Jamaal Bowman, who spoke about the fellow Democrat, Senator Joe Manchin, and compared him with the Senate Minority Leader, Mitch McConnell. In fact, let's take a look at the entire set of comments from the congressman, again, the Democratic Congressman Jamaal Bowman from New York, speaking about the conservative Democrat Joe Manchin. Let's take a look at the entire set of comments, and then I'll give our viewers and subscribers a set of facts which might make you potentially reconsider what Jamaal Bowman is saying. Please watch this video all the way through to the end. Also, please click the like button. Please subscribe. Please enable notifications. Once again, my name is Dr. Nitin Chhoda. Let's just jump right into the segment with the Democratic Congressman Jamaal Bowman from New York. Let's watch the entire segment.
Manchin is a no on doing anything to end the filibuster. He put it in writing. Your reaction?
Joe Manchin has become the new Mitch McConnell. Mitch McConnell, during Obama's presidency, said he would do everything in his power to stop Obama. He's also repeated that now during the Biden presidency by saying he would do everything in his power to stop President Biden. And now Joe Manchin is doing everything in his power to stop democracy and to stop our work for the people, the work that the people sent us here to do. H.R. 1 not only is a huge bill when it comes to voting rights, it's a huge bill in terms of getting big money out of politics, protecting our elections against fraud, and ending gerrymandering. I mean, big money in politics is what's destroying our democracy, and the Republican Party is aiding and abetting that, and Donald Trump is obviously doing that as well. So Manchin is not pushing us closer to bipartisanship. He is doing the work of the Republican Party by being an obstructionist, just like they've been since the beginning of Biden's presidency.
So is that really fair to compare Joe Manchin to Mitch McConnell? Manchin, I think, would point out that he has voted on legislation that's reached the floor. He's voted, I think, 100% of the time with President Biden. And another way to look at this, and we'll give you the numbers later in the show, Harriet is joining us. It's not like there's any other Democrat on earth who could be a senator from West Virginia right now. And if you didn't have Joe Manchin, there's almost zero chance you'd have a Democrat in West Virginia and zero chance you'd have control of the U.S. Senate.
Well, listen, the bottom line is this. H.R. 1 has popularity across the country, in West Virginia and across the country. Well over 65% of the American people support H.R. 1, and well over 50% of Republicans support H.R. 1. So the American people sent us to Washington to do a job. I mean, consider this. Just a few weeks ago, we had a bipartisan piece of legislation looking to form a commission to study the January 6th insurrection, the first attack on our capital since the War of 1812. It was a bipartisan piece of legislation, and it did not pass. Why? because of the filibuster and because the majority of Republicans are focused much more on obstruction. We have to end the filibuster. It's a Jim Crow relic, and we have to do the work of the American people.
Just to point out, Manchin did vote for the bipartisan commission, and as he looks forward, he still, I think, somehow holds out hope that it could still pass. And he says, and we have some sound here I want to play for you, that he's holding out hope that he can, I guess, change some Republican minds overall. Let's listen.
We have 7 brave Republicans that continue to vote for what they know is right and the facts as they see them, not worrying about the political consequences. I believe there's a lot more of my Republican colleagues and friends that feel the same way. I'm just hoping they are able to rise to the occasion to defend our country and support our country and make sure that we have a democracy for this republic of all the people. I'm just very hopeful that I see good signs.
How do you feel about his hopefulness?
So this is not about hope. This is about doing the work. My office, I am a Democrat like Joe Manchin. My office has reached out to the senator multiple times to engage in conversation around saving and rescuing our democracy. I have yet to hear back from Senator Manchin, and this was months ago. So this is not about hope. It's easy for us to say what we are not going to vote for, what we're not going to do. It's much harder to build a coalition to meet the needs of our democracy. And I wonder, is Senator Manchin reaching out to his Republican colleagues to move them in the direction that we need to go? Is he responding to the polling? Are they responding to the polling? And are we recognizing this moment in history as being essential to overall American history and really building the multiracial democracy that we are, and not upholding a corporate agenda or the Jim Crow white supremacist relic, which is the filibuster?
Congressman Jamaal Bowman, we do appreciate you joining us. Please come back on New Day. Great to have you.
So let me know what you think in the comment section below. The truth is, and by the way, this comes from Manu Raju from CNN. You'll see Manu's tweet on your screen right now. Without Manchin, Mitch McConnell would be the majority leader, the Senate majority leader. With Manchin, Democrats got a nearly $2 trillion COVID relief bill that McConnell tried to derail even during the Trump presidency. However, folks, it's very clear that Joe Manchin is causing headaches for the Biden administration. In fact, he has specifically said that he will vote to not end the filibuster. And in an ironic twist, and you'll see this headline on your screen, former President Trump said, and by the way, this is reporting from The Hill, you'll get a link to this article in the description section below. Former President Trump said that Manchin is doing the right thing by saying he will not end the filibuster, which is quite ironic and actually a little silly, because former President Trump continuously asked the then Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell to end the filibuster. But there you go. That's how things work in DC. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. My name is Dr. Nitin Chhoda with Ignition Time. Once again, please click the like button. Please subscribe. Please enable notifications. I appreciate you taking the time to visit our channel. Also, follow me on Twitter. This right here is our Twitter feed. Follow me on Twitter. You'll get access to the latest breaking news, and you'll be able to keep up with real-time news alerts and interact with me side by side on Twitter. Thank you so much for watching. We are looking forward to seeing you in the next episode of Ignition Time. Take care. Bye.